One of the things before the creation of the world, the name of the Mashiach. It says Shmo Shel Mashiach was created before existence. So it doesn't mean before necessarily only in time. In other words, the goal, all that is created out of that. What is the name? The essence of the messianic perfection of the goal of the creation, like he says here, in other words. All of the world is an extension of, a continuation, is an outcome of, is in order to come back to realize that full white light of absolute goodness. Fractured through the prism of time that we have, time and space. You have different refraction of the different colors. But there's one light. And all those different lights are ultimately to accumulate and to come to the point that you, to pick up the curtain again, or to return the light to that one, to see it all as one, orchestra, symphony orchestra, where they're all working together. Different periods of history, another orchestra, another instrument there, an instrument here, an instrument thing. It seems to be diverse. But if you have the ability to be the conductor, and Am Yisrael's life expresses that. We mentioned, Am Zu Yitzar, we started with that. Am Zu Yitzarti Li Tilati Yisapir. This nation have I created unto me, Yeshayahu says, in the name of God. Right? This nation have I created unto me to say my praise. And not just that we say it, we articulate it in words orally only, but our life, the life of Am Yisrael shows the very existence, the unparalleled phenomenon of we mentioned Tolstoy, I mentioned 2 weeks ago, whatever, all these non-Jews that recognize this, and Vico, other historians, that it doesn't follow the laws of nature, the laws of history, the laws of rise and fall of nations. Am Yisrael's existence is an evidence of something divine, something beyond. There is something beyond the external facade of this world. That our existence, how do you say, announces God's name. Tilati Saperu, they say my praise in the world. They broadcast it. But every day that passes, the world is closer and closer. What is more, the Holy One, blessed be He, in His depth of His design, fashions contingencies and continuously manipulates events to bring the world to this perfection. And he talks about later, even the working out of order of good and evil itself will ultimately bring to the higher good. But that's the real world. That's the scientific view of the world. What the tools that we have to measure, what we call science and physics, it measures the external facade, the moment, and that's what we mentioned, that's to get along and to function and to build. That's very important and very true. But if you want to know what the world really is, and how to participate, how to bring it, and how to expose the living, the true essence, the grandeur, that's what Torah is all about. That's what the divine vision to perspective to get to that. So he gives an example again about the eye and the ear, which, just like the world, also has a koach chayim, a collective, one unified life force. And they're not standalone programs. They're not standalone each thing. The eye is alone and this is alone. Each force is independent. Each instrument, it looks to be independent in the historical separation, the fractured light that we see. Right? The rabbis call this world the Alma de Piruda, the world of separation. But that's an illusion. It's an illusion we said that God set up so that we perceive the world that way, enables certain positive things to function. But that's not you have to get beyond the illusion.